New Orleans. The name itself sings a song. It speaks of music drifting on humid air. It whispers tales of a city unlike any other in America, nestled right down in Louisiana where the mighty Mississippi River makes a final grand curve. They call it the Crescent City for that very bend, a natural cradle that has nurtured its unique spirit for centuries. It's a port city, a gateway, a world all its own, sitting below sea level yet somehow floating on a foundation of history, resilience, and unbreakable joy for living. Getting to know New Orleans is like peeling an onion, but with more spice and a lot more soul. Each layer reveals something new. It's a city of contrasts. Narrator, VO. New Orleans didn't just happen. Narrator, VO. It was simmered. Narrator, VO. It was cooked up over centuries. Narrator, VO. With a rich blend of ingredients from all over the world. Narrator, VO. The story begins with its French founding in 1718. Narrator, VO. You can still feel that influence in the architecture. Narrator, VO. The street names. Narrator, VO. The city's Catholic traditions. Narrator, VO. But then came the Spanish. Narrator, VO. Wrought iron balconies. Narrator, VO. Vibrant color palettes. Narrator, VO. A different style of governance. Narrator, VO. The most vital ingredient is the influence of West African cultures. Narrator, VO. Brought here by enslaved people. Narrator, VO. Their rhythms became the foundation of jazz. Narrator, VO. Their culinary traditions created the soul of Creole and Cajun cooking. Narrator, VO. Their resilience, spirituality, and community building are woven into the city's social life. Narrator, VO. This African heritage is the heartbeat of New Orleans. Narrator, VO. After the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, the Americans arrived. Narrator, VO. They built neighborhoods like the Garden District, Grand Greek Revival mansions. Narrator, VO. Immigrants from Ireland, Germany, Italy, Sicily. Narrator, VO. This mix makes New Orleans a true gumbo of cultures. Narrator, VO. Instead, a stew where each ingredient remains distinct, contributing its own flavor. The French Quarter, or the Vieux Carré, the Old Square, is the historic heart of New Orleans. It is where the city was born. Walking its streets feels like stepping back in time. The layout is a perfect grid, just as the French engineers designed it 3 centuries ago. But the buildings themselves tell a more complicated story. After 2 major fires in the late 1700s, much of the quarter was rebuilt under Spanish rule. Wrought iron balconies, hidden courtyards, pastel-colored stucco walls. This neighborhood is more than just a tourist destination. It's a living, breathing community. Horse-drawn carriages on cobblestones, jazz spilling from open doorways, sweet olive, Creole cooking, rain on old brick. Jackson Square sits at the center. St. Louis Cathedral dominates the view. Artists displaying their work. Musicians playing for crowds. The Vieux Carré, a preserved, vibrant heart of New Orleans today. When people think of New Orleans, they often think of Mardi Gras. They picture parades, beads, big crowds. And while all of that is true, the real story of Mardi Gras is so much deeper and more meaningful to the people who call this city home. Mardi Gras, or Fat Tuesday, is the culmination of a whole season of celebration called Carnival. The season officially begins on January 6th, known as 12th Night, and builds in excitement until its grand finale on the day before Ash Wednesday. The parades are organized by social clubs known as crews. Some of these crews are old and steeped in tradition, like Rex, while others are newer, funkier, and known for their satire and creativity, like the Crew de Vieux. Each crew builds elaborate, beautiful floats based on a secret theme which is only revealed on the day of the parade. Riding on these floats, masked members of the crew toss throws, beads, doubloons, cups, other trinkets. The act of catching a throw is a huge part of the fun, a small, tangible piece of the magic you get to take home with you. But Mardi Gras is not just one big event in the French Quarter, it's a citywide celebration that happens in neighborhoods all across New Orleans. Families set up their ladders and barbecue pits along the parade routes, creating a massive citywide block party. It's a tradition passed down through generations. On Mardi Gras morning, the Mardi Gras Indians emerge in stunning hand-sewn suits of beads and feathers. It's a celebration by the people, for the people, a vibrant expression of a culture that knows how to find joy even in the face of hardship. To truly know New Orleans, you have to eat here. A classic example is gumbo, the city's signature dish. A proper gumbo starts with a dark roux. Then there are the beignets. These aren't just donuts, they are a New Orleans ritual. The city's art scene is as vibrant and diverse as its cuisine. For a more formal experience, the New Orleans Museum of Art in City Park is a treasure. In the end, New Orleans is a city that captures your heart and never quite lets go. From its gumbo of cultures and the historic streets of the French Quarter to the uninhibited joy of Mardi Gras and the unforgettable flavors of its food, if you've enjoyed this taste of the Crescent City, make sure to subscribe.